It's 6:04. If you watched President Trump's State of the Union address, you saw that he mixed his calls for bipartisanship and unity with fairly overt appeals to his own political base. But as CBS 2's national investigative reporter James Rosen reports, one passage in particular all but sounded the trumpet to start the 2020 campaign.
Late in his State of the Union address after denouncing the Maduro regime in Venezuela, President Trump declared we are alarmed by new calls to adopt socialism in our country.
Tonight, we renew our resolve that America will never be a socialist country.
Republicans savored the attack on the latest intellectual vogue in the Democratic Party and the Democrats' muted response.
When a president of the United States says that America is never going to stand for socialism and you don't have Democrats applauding, the Speaker of the House sitting on her hands, that's pretty sad.
Freshman House Democrat Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez of New York, who shot to fame proclaiming herself a democratic socialist, accused the president of grasping at ad hominem attacks to distract from the popularity of socialism.
When we talked about a 70% marginal tax rate on incomes over $10 million, 60% of Americans approve it. 70% of Americans believe in improved and expanded Medicare for all.
Independent Senator Bernie Sanders, who caucuses with the Democrats and is considering another White House bid, sat sternly through the president's anti-socialist thrust. If Mr. Trump was seeking to define the Democratic Party ahead of 2020, even Democratic strategists determined to depose him warned the candidates to get ahead of him and fast.
Because he's very good at framing messages. I mean, he's a reality star. He knows how to brand. He's done a great job at that. The Democratic Party has to stand on their principles and their good records of the things that they have done.
A survey last fall by ScottRasmussen.com found more than 6 in 10 Americans expressing a somewhat or very unfavorable view of socialism, with 42% expressing a somewhat or very favorable view of the philosophy. 62% of Democrats expressed support for it. Only 20% of Republicans did. On Capitol Hill, James Rosen.